you guys will see me right now, rub my hands like Birdman. Haha. Can I get a story time? You know what time? Oh boy, I ain't even gonna front to you guys. I'm on the mellow state if you know what I mean. I got a doctor's appointment in the AM, so I hope you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy this good old mellow story, because your man Flight is about to do a nice 3-in-1 juicy story. Shit! Now, originally, I was going to continue the one from the previous week, okay? Now, I was on my reaction channel, and be sure to go sub if you're a real Flight team member. Stand up! But anyway, I was covering something with thotties, and I had said something that I can relate to this, and I had experience back in the day in 7th grade. And back then, we used the term hoe, well, at least down here, because I think, in my opinion, that word thotty came from Chicago, okay? So, like, maybe they may have had that word for around, so if you guys are from Chicago, let me know if that word has actually been around longer than everybody has thought. I meant to say thought. Okay, so 7th grade, like I was just discussing, and I've said this in previous stories, like 7th grade was literally like my all-time best school year. It was the best and bad. Like, there's a lot of shit that went on that year, okay? But like overall, 7th grade was like the most livest like year I've ever had during school time. And right after winter break, usually there's people from new schools, they move in from different areas across the US. It was this particular girl. Now, unfortunately, I'm not able to say her name, but I can say her nickname or whatever. We called her Lynn, or at least I did. I kind of have the habit of shortening some females' names if I have a problem pronouncing it right. And it was one of those names, most deaf. Lynn, I was just a lucky man. She was one of those females that was like mixed with like 6 or 7 different races, I kid you not. And like when she came in class the first time, like my eyes was glued shut all up on her face, bro. Literally, she was mixed with like 6 or 7 different races. I couldn't even remember what the fuck she said. I know she said black, white, Spanish, and like some other shit, dude. But like she perfect. She looked like just like Keisha Cole. Picture Keisha Cole just with a little bit fatter lips and like contacts. I think they were hazel contacts, okay? And she had, of course, the big ass hoop earrings. Yeah, okay. Like, I don't know, dog. That shit attracts me so much on a female, dog. And she came all the way from New York. I have a thing for New York chicks, especially Brooklyn chicks. Exactly where she was from, bruh. Okay, so like, to get things started off, whenever in 7th grade, when a new student came in, we always sat in like, it was like 2 separate like rows or whatever, and it's hard to explain how the desk was shaped exactly in that class, but like there's somebody always sitting next to you, and then like ahead of you there's somebody sitting next to you. So if you guys can picture a desk looking just like that, and then if you want to get out, obviously you have that open way, but you're always next to somebody, okay? She actually sat next to me, and I sat at the back. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, this school year was like so fire because this class in particular was the best, and I sat all the way in the back. Like, everybody who doesn't want to sit in the back, dog. Okay, so like one of the things like our teacher would have us do, I'm trying to remember my teacher name, damn bro, but it was science class, by the way. I don't know if I told you that in the beginning. She would always have us like introduce, like break down the entire class syllabus. If I said that thing correctly, as well been a long time since your man Flight has stepped on the school ground. To prevent myself from acting like I'm still in love with the shit, like I'm not in love, yeah boy, I just not. No, I'm Gucci, bro. But listen, dog, I would tell you, like, you guys are probably gonna be like, shit, I probably would have fell in love too at that time, nigga. I was a virgin at that time. I didn't lose my virginity just as yet until all the way in high school, okay? So like as the days went by, she had like the biggest, weirdest addiction, dude. And I swear on everything, this was her addiction. The 1-letter word, sex. Bro, that's all she talked about. And to me only, bro. And like my nigga, like, and when I kid you not, like to a boy, your mind goes crazy when a female is just all talking about that to you, bro. Okay, so like I start really getting to know her more and more as these days go on. She starts like breaking down her past life experience, all the shit that she went through up in Brooklyn or whatever. And man, she's spilling out her entire life to me, like she's trying to get close to me and jump. So like I'm thinking once again I'm exclusive, and I'm carrying on. We get to about the second week of school. That's when I felt like she was really on me a lot, bro. I remember when we left class that one day, we had a test or something, and like if you can't finish your test on time, our teacher will always give us extra time. And I used to low-key do that on purpose because I hated my other class so much. And what I actually used to do, I used to just act like I'm taking my time on the test. Okay, so like I would sit there in class for like 15-20 minutes, and Lynn actually happened to do the same thing that exact day. I kid you not. Okay, so we end up actually, when it's all said and done, leaving at the same damn time. So by this time, everybody in the school is in class. It's just literally me and her in the hallway. And you know, some kids, you know, obviously they go to the bathroom or whatever, but the hallway is dead. It's empty. So you know, my sister was like, Lynn, baby girl, what class you got next? And you know, she said, oh, I got math. And I was just like, okay, yeah, you mind if I walk in? And she was like,
oh my gosh, really? Sure.
I was like, oh damn, I like the way you said it. Like I literally said that to her, and she was just like,
aww,
bro. Like she is the biggest female that ever led me on in my life, dude. Like close enough. So like right when I walked her right in front of her class, I was just like, I hope you have a good weekend, because it was Friday. And she tells me to turn my cheek to the left. Now, I, in my opinion, feel like this race does this the most. You know, not to throw any race talk, but if you guys ever paid attention, especially if you're Spanish too, I know you guys understand what I'm saying. Spanish people tend to do that little pop kiss a lot, I noticed, and she did exactly that, bro. Pop kissed me right in the cheek, and like, nigga, I ain't even gonna fucking lie to you. I was kind of sprung. I was sprung as fuck. And she goes like, I'll see you later. And you guys are like, Flight, why don't you get her digits? All right, man. This is a sucky thing that bothers me. This is what always makes me want to appreciate what I have. You guys should appreciate what you have too. That was the same year my dad actually got laid off from his job. And so like we were really tight and short on money. So I did not have a cell phone that entire year. Yes, I repeat, I had no phone. I had no way to talk to any female, bro. So it's just like out in public and school thing, and it's just I go home. So that shit really sucked, bro. So I had no way of, you know, getting in contact with her. And obviously I wasn't driving at the time because I was too young. And so, you know, what actually ended up happening, like next week comes along, and you know, this time class is ending. You know, we didn't have a test. It's just a regular day. We take notes. And I hope you guys, by the way, enjoy it, because I may talk about this. This shit might be a long-ass story, low-key, because I kind of want to break down all these details. This is like a funny-ass experience, dog, because I felt for just like the little shit. I swear on everything, I thought I was exclusive. So class ends up ending on Monday. You know, the bell rings. That was that! Get right out of class. And this time I actually didn't walk her. I was just actually going to go straight to my class. And she ends up saying, oh, you're not gonna walk me this time? I was just like, alright, I'll do it again. So I end up walking like a sweet ass nigga I am, psych, and do the same thing. And this time, bro, I kid you not, she did like the quickest pop kiss, but this time on the mouth, son. And at that point, bro, I'm beyond sprung. I had the T-Pain voice singing all up in my head in every single tune, and I'm lost for words right now, man. And this is like the best feeling too, because I had some homeboys I was cooling it with, bro, and they came, you know, past me in the hallway. It was just like, ooh, Kimani. I was just like, just chill. Like, I was trying to wave my hand. So I hate when dudes do that, but sometimes, man, like, when you be with a girl caking and junk, like, they be making all this noise and commotion. And sometimes that kind of turns the female off. So, like, you know, any of you dudes out there that do that, please stop that junk, bro, because you can low-key be getting a hit in the face the very next day. I'm trying to save you guys from getting hurt, okay? So, yeah, anyway, you know, more weeks start to pass by, and now I'm really starting to get into this girl, dog. So I actually end up walking to school, and then the way my school was, like, when you walk and get on campus, you pass like the cafeteria. She was kind of posted up by like a couple of girls, and she was just like, Kimani, what you doing? I was just like, shit, I'm chilling. I just got to school. What's up? You know, I had to throw in. I think, what I saying gorgeous at the time? No, I was saying beautiful. I only say gorgeous for exclusive shit. You know what I'm saying? When you see a female, don't say sexy, say gorgeous, bro. That would get them turned on. I kid you not, my nigga. Okay, so like, we actually ended up chilling at that same spots what I just told you guys. You know, you pass by the cafeteria right when you walk on the campus, but like there's kind of like a I wouldn't say necessarily like a hideout spot, but it's like easy to like kind of how can I say it, like, you know, ducked off from school, like just like a corner or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Privacy, that's the best word I could have said, duh. But you know, more days start to go by, and I was in class at the time, and she actually ended up saying,
you mind meeting me at that same spot as last time?
Okay, now this starts to continue. I actually do exactly what she says, and this continues for like the next I kid you not, 4, 5, 6 days ongoing. And I'm just wondering, like, why do we have to keep meeting at the spot? Because, like, I always love to play basketball. They had morning basketball in the morning to get the kids, like, it was like a little strategy to keep them awake and drunk, but that shit never works, really. I just like to go there and play the sports. Like, look, y'all was just going to school that year to just play sports, man, talk to homeboy. Like, it was so live that year, bro. So, like, I always wanted to go to the basketball court with her so I can, like, try to, stunt next to my homies. But she was just like, no, what's wrong with being over here at this spot? It's all good. It's easy. Nobody's bothering us. I was just like, okay. And then I kind of started getting sketchy about it as, days started passing along. And I'm thinking. So, like, I kind of, like, had that commotion going off in my head. And I'm not the type of dude to brag. The reason why this commotion kind of went away, I kind of got a little something. This is why it's a 3-in-1 story, because this was my first time I ever got played in school. She actually ended up giving me a hand job at that spot. It's like a little private area right in the morning. The bell rings to go to class at 8:45. You have about 15 minutes to get there, and then 9 is actually when class starts. So, like, we got there a little bit early, and it was about 7:30, 7:50 almost. And if you get to school anytime before 8 in my middle school, like, literally it's like a ghost town, because, like, the buses and the way they were scheduled in that entire district, they come at like a funky time. They always come at like the last minute. And that's exactly why I always wanted to go to the basketball court, because around 8:20ish, that's when it really starts to get live. Like, you can get like a quick little 5v5 game because everybody is on campus by this point, bro. I miss middle school so much, dog. Now thinking about this, man, I just remember the nostalgic feeling. But yeah, man, I got that, you know what I'm saying? And I started to kind of fall a little bit more, because she did that shit low-key impressive, bro. And you guys are probably like, no homo internet at all? How long? Nigga, I kid you not, it took me 17 seconds, son. 17 seconds. Nigga, I did not last whatsoever, okay? But, obviously I'm still a virgin. Just because you get a hand job doesn't mean you're not a virgin, okay? So don't get it twisted, everybody. I gotta still throw that out there, keep it real, because apparently some people think if you get little hand jobs or get head, you lose your virginity. No, you gotta penetrate. So yeah, we got that out the way. Now, we're going on to the third parts of this story, okay? So I end up actually trying to get her to be my girlfriend, kind of. Like, I was just like, where do we stand? I tell her this in class, by the way. It was I forget honestly what day of the week it was, but I just remember the entire sequence, because it was happening so fast. Like, it was like the fast life, sort of. And obviously I didn't have no phone, so I was just like, damn, how am I gonna like cuff this girl? Because like my chances are slim. Man. It turns out, son. She had a man this entire time by a nigga I knew in elementary school, and he ended up dropping out of middle school. He's in some gang or some shit, okay? And I froze the fuck up, nigga, because at that time I was like 5'1", 5'2", with my braids all up in my hair. She told me this in class, face to face, when we had some free time. So imagine me sitting there, not knowing how to act. The teacher was, doing her thing. It was like kind of free time before we ended up leaving that class, bro. And so obviously I was kind of upset, but I still tried to talk to this girl, of course, because I ain't want to just like lose what I had already. And I start actually walking her to her class again, but she's starting to act kind of sus. Like, she's really not like all into, you know what I'm saying, like into me. I can feel like the vibe is missing, bro. Like, I don't know who the fuck was watching over me this day, dog. It turns out the dude that was going out with her, he actually found a way to get on the campus and ended up bringing her McDonald's, dog. And he's posted up right by the class, because I didn't tell you guys this in the beginning because I don't like to brag about it. Obviously, something to brag about, but I went to a badass middle school, so like the security was kind of shit. Okay, so you guys was also wondering how the hell is he able to get into campus? Yeah, it was open, okay, and the only time it was closed on like Sundays, like the gates and all that shit. But like honestly, anybody can get into campus. The security was so shit. Campus, everything was bad. He was posted up right by the class, dog, and Lynn was just like, hey baby, no. Nigga, I'm right next to her. Like, picture somebody that you're thinking, oh yeah, I think this gonna be my girl. Dog, I found out she was a thot right next to me, and I couldn't say shit. I was zipped. But low-key, I ain't even gonna lie, like, I was kind of smirking when I went away, but crying inside of my head because I still got a little something, and I was her man. Like, her man didn't even know what was up. I don't even know how long they was going out. But it's crazy because it actually turns out after 7th grade that year, I actually found out, you guys, this is probably karma. I mean, it's not my problem. Shit. She actually ended up getting pregnant. Yes, not with 1, but 2! She had twins, son. Twins. Okay, when I found that shit out, nigga, I was just like, oh Lord, thank you. Point of the story is, you have got to keep your eyes open with some of these females, and females, you got to keep your eyes open with some of these niggas too. You know, I am not sexist. I keep it real on both sides. I'm trying to help you guys out. Now, have you guys at any point in your life experienced any type of encounterance with any type of daddy, male or female? Comment down below and leave me your thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. As usual, flight team, stand up. You guys are amazing with the support. Be sure to smack that like button if you enjoy. She stays so many miles away. She this been love so many miles away.